conceited. Well, I must admit, I think I'm the shit. They say that I talk too loud, but when I rock the crowd, sit your black ass down.
Sit down, sit down.
I can't. I do. I wake up just to make my own.
I wake up just to make my own.
I lose. I can't lose. I see the cost to make my own move.
Hey,
Who got you? Hey, I'm so hot, so green. I'm better than you. It's my life. I'm clueless.
I can do whatever I want. Hey, I'm better than you.
Set the rules
To my own game. I'm better than you.
See, I ain't trying to say I'm better than y'all. I'm just listening to the mirror, mirror on the wall. I'm really had to be honest. To love myself now. I believe that confidence is what I want. 'Cause I can do whatever I want. She said me. I didn't like her skin was too black. Mama said the blacker the better, the sweeter the juice. There is the light, girl, I know you.
I'm better than you.
It's my life, I call shots.
I can do whatever I want. Hey, I'm better than you. Set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you. Hey.
I set my own rules.
All right, I just wanted her to give us a quick little retake of that song because I think that song is very positive, and I will sit in today and let y'all see what Bears and Bubbles is all about with Mr. J. Micheal Clark and his wife. So we gotta be quiet, but y'all just stay tuned in and watch how the class goes because we're about to merge this thing together and entertain everyone from both channels. So y'all just stay tuned. Hit that like button, break the like button, share, because in a minute, none other than J. Micheal Clark is going to be coming in here breaking down this thing to y'all, and I want y'all to be aware.
So, DJ Long Legs, let's see. So, again, this is Foundations. You're not too far, so go back to the beginning so you can understand the lingo. Understand why are we preparing ourselves for the day. We just gonna hop right into the next song. This is what we like to use as our sample, I'll say. Sample of how you match your vibration. No matter what race, creed, color, age, social, economic status you're on, we all know how it feels to get horny. So what other way, what other example to make you understand how this game is to be played? Set your vibrations up, match it with your nastiness stuff, and damn, turn the music up. I swing high from the crystal chandelier, from the wooden bedpost to the antique chair. I'm here and there. Turn it up. I got your hairstyle and I don't fucking care. And then I bite your head off and magically disappear. I get your horniness out. I know you wanna bone me. You wanna. Shamika Michelle, ladies and gentlemen. Put it on me. You grab me, you want me. You're feeling me and my sexy ass. I know you see my skin is dark, body hourglass. You better be careful. This where we'll spin out and grab ya. Once my venom confines you, there ain't can do sexual cannibal. I will devour you. Jumping and boy won't stop. Bumping and boy don't stop. Pumping and hiding. I'm attacked with excited. I got you whining. I won't stop. Speaking and hiding don't stop. Pumping and hiding. I'm attacked with excited. I'm watching you. Black widow spider. Ready and willing to feeling of killing. I'm wanting you. You can't deny her. I'm hacking, I'm plotting, I'm jacking, I'm watching, I'm hurting you. Black widow spider. Ain't no fucking way you can deny her. Once you get beside her, she turns her fangs and digs deep down inside ya. Black widow spider, the object of every man's.
Yes, Black Widows, where y'all at?
Calling all men. Mating season is
Get your horny meetings up, y'all. Woo, y'all, that's how you should feel right now.
You can't deny her. Calling all Black Widow spiders.
Come on, Black Widows up. Hey, hey. Yes.
I want to fuck you. Do you want to fuck too?
Whoa. You better use what you got. You better use what you got.
Tell them again.
I said now use what you got. That's how the grandma used to tell us. You better use what you got.
I know you see the sexy ass in my body. Hourglass make a nigga want
Smack a flippy. Ow. Use what you got.
but you can't do what you want.
I said now use what you got.
Humping and riding, I'm your Black Widow spider.
Bears and bubbles is what it is, y'all.
Yes.
You see these bubbles
Can't
flying
stop,
around.
won't stop. Horny. Rock the body right. Okay. Woo, look at that. I'm in the boom, 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 ready to win it. Woo, shit. Are y'all ready for Baby Lester?
Hell yeah.
Are y'all ready for Baby Lester?
Hell motherfucking yeah.
Well, some people call him Grub, Guru, U-Rub, Clizzo, Ray, and now in this season of Bears and Bubbles, that nigga name is Baby Lester, and he don't play.
Or-
I don't know, Lester Baby.
There you go.
Coming our way. Lester Baby drive us all crazy, and we say, what message do you have for us lately? Okay, so shit, DJ Longlegs, hit us with the music and shit.
Already. Lester baby like Santa baby.
Ah.
Santa baby.
Ain't no party like a B&B party, 'cause a B&B party don't stop.
What you say?
Ain't no party like a B&B party, don't make it to the motherfucking
Come again?
Ain't no party like a B&B party, 'cause a B&B party don't stop.
Say what?
Ain't no party like a B&B party, don't make it to the motherfucking top, y'all. Say fuck it, I'm going, baby. fuck. Cause when you give a fuck, you get fucked up. And I've been standing here, and I used to be in tears. I didn't know if I was here or there. I was like, damn, I've been in cloudy for years. And I just been saying, please help me here. And he said, no, stand up in front of. You knew what you signed up in January you came up. And you said, I wanted to be free, and I'm gonna help you get free right here on live TV. And I said, oh shit, I really can't give a fuck. Oh shit, I know what the fuck is up. And oh damn, I was begging and pleading to be here. Cause I said I got a marriage on the lines here. And I'm not gonna let my marriage go by the wayside. I'm gonna strive. I'm gonna get up here and crucify myself to get back to life. So now I don't give a fuck. And I don't cry too much. Cause I've been living in blue, saying fuck you. I will never live in this yellow smut again. I swear, my dear. I can't give a fuck. Where the fuck is Lester Baby coming from? Lester Baby, you're driving me crazy. Oh God, can I have your baby? But every day I hear a word from you. I get to birth a new part of me through you. And it was just my birth. I guess I'm your baby mama. No matter how big it hurts. I won't give you no jump. You ain't got to pay no support. Cause you put the deposit in me for day one. And since day one, I never needed it too. But I didn't know I was being a damn yo ass fool. And I'm not yellow no more. I'm blue. And I'm blue. And I'm blue. And so can you. The joy inside me, I can't hide. And if you don't want it, then bye. I am the blue dot queen. Look at my shirt. You can't deny. Hey, that everything I ever wanted will be given to me. But JC gave me that shit in the beginning. In January, he said, bitch, get up. Find your stairways to heaven.
I don't give a fuck. I won't give a fuck. I can't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I won't give a fuck. I can't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck. I won't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I can't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I won't give a fuck. I can't give a fuck because I couldn't bubble up. We don't give a fuck. You are rocking with the bubbles and the bears. And if you don't give a fuck like we don't give a fuck, put your motherfucking bubbles in the air. We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. You are rocking with the bubbles and the bears. And if you don't give a fuck like we don't give a fuck, put your motherfucking bubbles in the air. Motherfuckers, it's a brand new day. Let's come into the boom, boom, boom. Let's play. I'm Ray. I'd like to introduce you to your source. Your source is your motherfucking voice. The voice that you heard in your head when you used a little baby in the crib before you got your own bed. Let's talk green. Green is the things that you think. Green is good and pink is bad. Green is happy and pink is sad. And green is high and pink is low. And green is heaven and hell is low. Now what's the Dairy Land? That's a sad place. That's the place that you be with a fucking frown on your face. And every thought that you say will come back, go in Dairy Land and come back another day. Because everything that you think that you get. So if you think shit, you get shit. And if you think gold, then you get gold. Let us discuss your soul. The soul is the thing that you have to tune into. This is how you do it. This is your super ego. That's pink. That's what the church, your job, and your work, and your mama taught you to think. And the yellow is your ego. That's the slick fellow. He'll do anything and say anything to get what he wants. And all he kind of want to do is fun. And in the end, that's the true you. Deep down, you really want to do what you want to do. But I introduce you to your orange. And the orange the shit. Because your orange is your fucking. Because I don't give a fuck. I won't give a fuck. I can't give a fuck. I never give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I won't give a fuck. Because if I give a fuck, I can never bubble up. Woo! I want you to hold this for me. Hold this right here for me. This camera. Javon, I'm gonna come in, right? I want you to do something. You in your super ego. Drop it down to ego. Fuck it, I'm in the head now. Alright, next I want you to break down what you just was freestyling about. Matter of fact, can you break it down a little bit? I want you for me, because I got my viewers in here watching, and I know they see a lot of the hustle and bustle and everything that's going on that's unusual here, but I want you to break down to them what Bears and Bubbles is about on my platform and what the board, how the board is set up, what it means. Well, the board is your mind.
First of all, your source is the true you. Your source is that thing that you heard when you was a kid. Your source is the thing that you talk to now. The thing that when you think you're praying, when you think you're doing certain things, you're talking to yourself.
Your
and
source.
You hear a voice in your head. As if I say on the count of 4, everybody say source to themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. You heard something in your head. You didn't audibly hear that with your ears. That's what your source is. The job is to stay tuned into your source.
This is you here.
That's you.
This is you. And this down here is Pink Land.
Pink Land is bad. Sad place.
Bad.
Debbie Land.
I
It's
can't
just a
do
bad
this. I
place.
can't do that. I ain't got this. What's going on? Oh, Lord, my life is
Blaming.
this.
This is what pink is. I feel like I'm low in hell when I blame others
For my actions. So when you blame others for your actions, you're gonna always be low and in hell.
It's
But
a
now
living hell.
we're gonna quickly get on up here in Blue Land.
Okay, high. I feel high and in heaven when I'm accountable for my thoughts.
So taking accountability for your thoughts and your actions will keep you high and in heaven. For example, Javon stole something from me. But who put themselves in the position to get something stolen from? Take accountability for it quickly. Don't keep running around. Javon took this. No. Take accountability for your own thoughts and you become high and in heaven.
And notice these are the exact opposite. Think about it. Heaven, hell, high, low, accountable, blame, thoughts, and actions.
That's
now,
right.
hence the name Bears and Bubbles. This is a game that says thoughts turn into things. So we're going to call a thought a bubble.
So
And
your
a-
bubbles is your thoughts. Stay tuned.
And a thing, a manifestation, is a bear. Thoughts turn into things, hence bubbles turn into bears. Now, good thoughts turn into good things. Good bubbles, which are green bubbles, turn into green bears. But what about bad bubbles?
Bad bubbles turn into bad bears. Y'all get this? So you got pink bubbles and you got green bubbles. All right? They turn into bears. And then what the bears come eventually do?
Well, what happens is thoughts turn into things. So you have some thoughts that you thought in your past that are going to manifest as bears today. Say, for example, feeling like you didn't have this education, your mother didn't do this, your father didn't do this, you grew up on this side of town. Those thoughts affect where you work at every day. They affect where you live at every day. So what we're saying is, we're going to get into the colors real quick. Sigmund Freud broke the brain down into 3 parts, but I added a part. The id.
Matter of fact, say that again. So who did that?
Sigmund Freud. He's
Sigmund Freud. Look him up. Don't take our word for it.
world famous psychologist, top dope American psychologist. He actually wasn't American, but he did his studies in America. Sigmund Freud said the brain, the human basically consists of 3 people, 3 wants. An id, an ego, and a superego. Now let them check the board out. Your id is your true blue. That's your blue. Your id is your identity. ID. That's where the word ID comes from. Id. That's you. Your id only wants love.
Did y'all catch that?
companionship,
He
and
said that's where ID come from. Like your ID that's in your back pocket. It comes from what?
ID, id. Identification. That's the true you. Your identification, that's the true you.
Y'all paying attention? Come on, bro.
Exactly. So your id, all it cares about is food, shelter, and companionship. So think about this. Back in the day, when a man could go pull a grape off a tree or apple, and he lived outside, what did he have to think about? His food, his shelter, and companionship. So your id want what it wants, and it wants it now. It's your inner drive. Stuff like sex now. Your super ego wants what the world tells us you want. So say, for example, when we were children, I know I wanted to be a cop when I grew up, and I wanted to be in the Air Force. Normally, we like high self-efficacy things. Things that you want to be doctors, lawyers, teachers, things that you know are going to help people. But society teaches at an early age, cops are bad, teachers don't get paid a lot, firemen can get killed, and before we know it, we change what we want to be because of what we're taught.
Because of that super ego.
That's what your super ego is.
Y'all paying attention?
Your church, your family members, your school, your expectations.
The government.
Media, social media.
Yeah.
Certain things are expected. If you can't score this high on a test, you're not intelligent. If you can't do this many push-ups, you're not considered strong.
You're gonna be like your dad. Your family can be your
Exactly.
super ego.
Everything. Social media right now, someone's afraid to post that they're out of a job or afraid to post that their relationships broke up because they don't want to change their relationship status because 5,000 people are watching. Most of them are strangers. So
that's your super ego, y'all.
So what happens is your ego is the thing that's between your id and your super ego. It's the faker.
This is your ego.
Like. Exactly. So
The
say
yellow.
for example, I'll give you a perfect example. Your id wants to be a singer.
That's
your
right.
id, when you was a child, you could have wanted to be a singer.
I did.
Your super ego could tell you that's a hard career. You don't have enough money. Make it. You don't have enough money, right?
Yeah.
That's your super ego. But you want to be a singer. But also your super ego can say, do you like girls? Do you want money? Do you want to hustle?
Yeah.
Do you want to deal drugs?
No.
Do you want to make money? Do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So what we do is we change from our id and listen to our super ego. So we split the difference and become our ego. So say, for example, I'll give you my life. When I was growing up, I did not want to play NFL football. I didn't want to play professional basketball. I wanted to be a high school English teacher.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to change lives. I wanted to be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But because I'm such a big, tall, strong guy, they encouraged me to play sports and pursue sports. And there wasn't nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I wanted to do. But then they told me in order to be a teacher, I had to go to college.
Mm.
So I was so poor. They told me the easiest way for you to get to college is use your size, your strength, and your athleticism. So I went with that. And I went to college. But guess what I did when I got to college?
What you did?
Half-assed in the sports and half-assed in my grades. Because I didn't want to be there for playing no damn sport. I wanted to be there to learn. I wanted to be a smart motherfucker. I didn't want to be I didn't want to be this big athletic job. But what did I do? I split the difference with my ego. I went to college to get an education and I played ball. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But my ego was walking around campus, and when I got there, I realized there's a lot of girls, a lot of drugs here. I can have a good ass time.
A lot of
So
distraction.
now the other true me wants to come out. I like that shit better than college. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all these parts of me make me, but I added something that they didn't add.
And I like this. This is the interesting part because I met Mr. Gary Vaynerchuk over at Vid Summit over in California, LA. And one of the most interesting things that he shared with me as a successful entrepreneur was this interesting thing that Javon has added to his thing right here. Tell him what you added. Fuck it.
That's the orange. Sigma 4 didn't account for the fuck it. You see, America does a lot of things right now that America say, we need oil and we need it cheap. The super ego could tell America, don't go to war. You shouldn't steal oil from other countries. You shouldn't send men and women to war for oil. That's what the world would tell America.
The super ego.
Yeah. But guess what America does? It'll split the difference. We ain't going over there for oil. We going to stop ISIS. We going to start terror. So they get into their ego.
Yeah.
We lying. We going to stop terrorism. We going to fight ISIS. We doing everything other than pumping this fucking oil, right?
Okay.
So that's their super ego. But at some point, when they discover there are no weapons of mass destruction, that was a lie. America said, fuck it. Don't give a shit. Now you know. So fucking what?
Fuck it. And that gets you back down in your head.
We want oil.
We want the all.
See, the problem with us is we do this.
Did y'all catch that? Come on back.
You can have a person, a female or a male, that doesn't want to get married and doesn't want to have children.
Okay.
They want to travel the world and chase their dreams.
You don't want to get married. Here in your ear.
That's your edge, your true blue.
Take it to the super ego.
Super ego says you should want to get married.
Everybody
needs
needs
an old man.
a husband.
You are not a man if you don't have a wife and children.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying?
That's your super
You
ego.
should want to raise children. Your mother is very important to you. She raised
How are you going to make your family name
What do
keep
you
going?
mean? Pretty much how that go. But I'm going to get into today's lesson, man.
All right, I just wanted y'all to understand the board, understand bears and bubbles, and how kNOWCASH and my cash are going to be included in this. We got a lot of great things to come. We got a lot of great surprises for y'all. But sit back and gain a better understanding of what's going on. I'm going to sit back and enjoy myself too, all right?
Now, class, today's lesson is about momentum. We know Logging into your GPS and controlling your momentum is the number one thing you have to do. Now, class, check this out. This is some dope shit just happened. KNOWCASH got like 118,000 YouTube subscribers. So he just gave me access. He's filming me on his page. So he just gave me access to his momentum. Now, either I can be a fucking dud and do the right thing and teach either my shit is good or my shit is not. But this man just plugged me into 118. That's what it is. The problem is today's lesson is about momentum and the motherfucking company you keep. Have you ever imagine a situation if your best friend walked out of a store and you was walking and they said, "Run, Javon." Now at this point I have the decision to say, hold on, what the fuck is going on? Why do I need to run? Or I can decide, this is a person I trust and love. I'm going to take off running because danger could be ahead.
So run now, ask questions later.
Now, what I may do is run, and I find out around the corner the reason I'm running because there's a big-ass Rottweiler chasing him. Now, I realize if I'd have stood still, he is who the Rottweiler wanted. If I'd have stood the fuck still, I wouldn't even be involved in this chase. But I let him change my momentum because I trust him. Or I could take off running with him. Run. We get around the corner. Tired. Man, what is we running for? Oh, dog, I just robbed the bank. Now, I'm involved in this shit. When the cops come and arrest me and get me downtown, or I just murdered somebody. I just stole something. When the cops get me downtown, they ask me some shit. Why were you running? What I'm going to say? I don't know. Cops say, so if somebody tell you jump off a bridge, you just gonna do it. Well, actually what happened, sir, I'm gonna be as honest as possible with you, I promise. I was walking down the street. I had just finished eating lunch. My friend ran out of the bank, or I didn't see where he came from. I see it was a bank now, sir. When I came out, he yelled, "Javon, run." I hauled ass running. I did not know what he had did. So I cannot tell you the plan, what he had set up with that money, nothing. All I know is I ran because I trusted somebody. And that's our fucking problem. We sit back and we let other people control our momentum. Have you ever heard the same thing make you laugh and make you cry? Y'all ever heard that?
Yes.
Y'all ever heard your mama say, "Don't hold your face like that. You're going to look like her. Your eyes will stay like that." You ever heard the saying, if you feed a child long enough, they look like you?
That's right.
That's because the child is being around you so much, and if you feed them and taking care of them, you're in his presence, the child starts to move his face like you,
walk like you
do, talk like you. You know what I'm saying? That's momentum. That's what momentum is. That's what momentum is. Being around. The problem with us, we allow people to affect our momentum that we know are less than fucking us. We will allow somebody to change our momentum. We'll say, "Oh, I know they always talking bullshit. They gonna pull me into pink land. I know they always talking about that broke despair shit. I know they always talking about the economy is bad. All they fucking talk about is how they can't get ahead because of Donald Trump." And you gonna go over there and sit with them and let them change your fucking momentum. Let me get to my notes. Certain things that are physical in this life, and I'm gonna use some physics, simple physics. I'm not a genius. I'm a genius. I am. But a genius can break shit down very simple. Simple physics. Remember when we was a kid, you had a bike? Bike had gears. When I was a kid, I had a 10-speed. And a 10-speed was a bike with 10 gears. It had 5 gears on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back tire. And 2 in the front. A smaller one on the front and a bigger one. Okay, y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? Now, the smaller the gear, the more you had to pedal to turn the fucking tire. See, a chain could go 1 rotation around the big gear and the tire would take 1 complete revolution. That's science. Y'all get that? That's why it's the same thing with a gear in a car. First gear in a car, it can spin fast as a motherfucker. And then after a while, it's so much power, it says, change the gear or you finna fuck the car up. Why? Because this motherfucker can't spin no faster. Now let me equate that to something to you. I used to race guys on bikes from different distances. And my brother taught me how to work gears so I could always beat him. You ever see an old man riding a bike and he pedaling, his legs moving like shit? And you be like, and he just moving, barely moving? Because he got the bike in low gear. Meaning he's turning his legs a lot. And the chain is moving, but it's not spinning the whole tire. If he would put the bike in a higher gear, something like 5th gear or 10th gear, one pedal around will make the tire go around one whole time. So I used to race my friends. Now, if we raced on some shit like just a short distance, it may not work. But when we had to race a while and go down and up some hills, I never lost because I understood the gears. What my friends would do, they would be in their gears and just pedaling. Some of them didn't know gears. They just pedaled what they were comfortable in. When it was time to coast, they coast. Some of them kind of knew gears, but my brothers had taught me. And then we had these little Atari games where you could change gears, pole position and shit. So I knew if I start off in low gear, I could start pedaling fast on their ass. By the time the pedal starts spinning, I got to switch gears. Another one. I get all that energy out that gear. By the time I work my way up to 5th gear, one rotation is making the tire move one time. So I'm racing their ass. I'm racing. And they might get out ahead of me. But when we get to the first downhill, I got their ass. Because they don't know. Shift your bike to your 10th gear. Your hardest gear now. What do? They're going down the hill. They can take their fucking feet off the pedals. Because the wheel is spinning so fast and they're in a low gear, the pedal is just spinning. They ain't getting no energy. I dropped that bitch to 10th gear and I'm going down a hill digging. Yeah, every pedal is a rotation. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I understand gears. I understand momentum. Bye-bye.
Kill him.
Bye-bye.
Kill
You
him.
coasting. And the fucking pedal going so fast, you hitching shit. Bye-bye. 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 I'm gone. By the time I get close to the end of the hill, let's drop this bitch back down to 2nd. Because now I gotta go up a hill. Now I can spin. Bye-bye. Bye. Some of them still in 5th gear. They don't know that. The way you control, same thing in a car. I go out in a car and I see all these 4Runners, Chevy Land Cruisers, all these 4x4 cars. And there's a lot of women driving. And they stuck in the fucking ditch. In the littlest snow and ice. And I'm like, these women got these 4x4s. When we had the Range Rover, I took that bitch out and delivered food in the snow. First of all, I know how to drive a car. This bitch got automatic and a stick. But all these people was in the ditch. First of all, they don't know how to turn the 4-wheel drive on. 4-wheel drive means all tires are spinning. That's a different level of momentum. A lot of people don't know if your car is front wheel drive, it means the front wheels just turn. You get that? Now, if I'm driving down the road and the shit gets slick, most people will put their foot on the brake. Now they slide. What do? I change the gear, just like a bicycle. From high gear to low gear. I'm going down the road and I get ready to slip. The car stalls and slow itself down. Why? Because the change in the engine says, hey, bitch, you just shifted down. I have to slow. I can't. Physics don't work like that. You can't spin a fucking tire one complete revolution on a low gear. You can't. So some shit you're gonna have to use some strength. You're gonna have to think harder. Things don't work like that. Drop your car in low gear. That bitch gonna slow down his goddamn self. You ain't got to hit the brake. And let me give you some examples. You take somebody like Dr. Omalola in fucking Naked Girls, Texas. What up, Dr. O? I didn't even fucking know Dr. Omalola. We didn't know Dr. Omalola. We watched her. We liked some things about her. We went down there. Shamika made us a Naked Girls, Texas. By the time Dr. Omalola come into the picture, Naked Girls got 65 fucking thousand followers on one centralized page on Facebook. Dr. Omalola, what you gonna do? You gotta do something. Every naked girl gotta do something. Every naked girl. Dr. Omalola said, I'm gonna work out and cuss these motherfuckers out. Okay. You already got 60,000 motherfuckers tuned in. What you gonna do? Are you gonna be good or you gonna be a dud? Dr. Omalola said, not only am I gonna work these motherfuckers out, I'm gonna cuss their ass out. Now I'm gonna sell these motherfuckers some goddamn juice too. You goddamn right. That's momentum. She jumped in. And guess what? It makes her momentum stronger. Because guess what? She know. Them folks is chiming in like, where you at, bitch? All you talk about is working out, is raining you getting. She knows she got to get her black ass up and work out. But don't it help her momentum? Yeah. We get around people that'll slow our momentum down. And we happy because they slowing our momentum down. I'm on a diet. And I want to cheat. I don't call the professional trainer friend. Fuck you doing eating this chicken, man? We ain't doing that. We getting cut, we getting ripped. I call my fat friend that want to. If I might want to cheat on my old lady, I don't call my religious good buddy friend. I call my dog dirty friend. What the hell you gonna call the wrong? You ain't gonna call the wrong person to do the wrong dirt.
It ain't cheating if you don't get caught, Javon.
Exactly. You already know that's what they said, but that's some bullshit. Dr. Omalola jumped in the motherfucking game, took the momentum, and started swimming. It's like roller derby. Somebody's skating, and they pulling, and all of a sudden they swing the other person around and knock the person down. I'm ready for Dr. Omalola to take that cussing and cardio shit so far. One day they said, Dr. Omalola, this cussing and cardio shit is so big, you're so cute, and a little short haircut, what's a little big head, what happened, motherfucker? You so great. How did this all get started? Well, and I'm standing in the wing. I met a guy on Facebook that introduced me to something. And I took the fuck off from there. What's his name? Javon. Woo! Give me your motherfucking momentum. I'm taking it. Why would you align yourself to somebody that you can't snatch their money? Drafting in race cars. Race cars ride behind another race car. And they catch their wind draft. What it is, this car is blocking all the wind, the resistance, the friction. And I just get behind your ass. You block all that. Your engine is giving everything it's got in its fifth gear, its biggest gear, giving everything it's got. I'm behind you. My engine ain't giving everything it's got. Why? Because you taking the resistance for me. You blocking the wind. And the second I know it, I come from behind your ass. My engine got one more grit in it. You maxed out. So sometimes it ain't good to run first. I need to get behind a motherfucker. That's who I need to be around. I'm tired of motherfuckers walking through the jungle first. All the spiders getting through my face, slapping me. All that. What is happening with y'all?
All the sticker bras you getting.
Yeah, cocklebirds and shit. I need to be able to slow my black ass down. That's what they do with horses and dogs on the sled team. They let certain horses run up front for a little while, then they switch them. They don't want one horse to run all the brunt of the weight. So many things, a relay race. What a momentum is. We don't want our fastest runner first. And depending on how our team is, we may not want our fastest runner last. Now, most of the time, they had a second fastest runner first. Hop out and give everything you fucking got. Then we're going to have our last fastest second. I meant the third first, then we're going to have our last second. Then they come in with their second fastest third. And then the last one, motherfucking job is to eat track no matter what the situation is. You want to be pace setter or you want to be the track eater? The track eater can say, I'm gonna get this baton and I got a motherfucking 30-foot lead. when I get this bitch, my momentum, I'm so happy, no one gonna catch me. And they eat track. And they run in the finish line smiling. No one could catch me when I gotta leave. Or they may get that bitch saying, they already gone. Give me the baton, I know my job. I know my motherfucking job. My job is to catch up. Give me the motherfucking mustard. And when they get that bitch, they dig. And they dig. And they don't give a shit. But the momentum has to transfer great. If somebody fall, the motherfucking fastest guy on the earth said, drop the goddamn baton, the race over. Momentum dead. Our problem is we don't align ourselves with people we can get momentum off. We let momentum pull us. I go outside, hey, I need all the angry, mean people. Run right to me. I got one last quick example so you can see what I'm saying. Vibrations. There are only two ways to vibrate. There are only two feelings about something. What is wanted and the absence of what is wanted. That's the only thing you think of. What you want and not having what you want. And sometimes we can be Craig momming ourselves, trick thinking ourselves. Man, I'm just thinking about what I want to do. I'm thinking about traveling. I want to be over here in Jamaica, China. I want to be in Madagascar, Colombia, Bogota. I want to be all over the world. And you really not thinking about having travel. You're really laying there thinking about the absence of traveling. It's very confusing. I can sit around all day and say, man, I can't wait till I have money. Things gonna be good. Things gonna be great. Things gonna be great. Things gonna be great. Oh, when I have money, this. Think I'm talking green, but I'm really just beating the fucking drum on the absence of money. Boom, boom, boom. When I get means I'm acknowledging I'm broke. I don't have. Exactly. So you have to be very fucking careful with that. And the way you do that, whichever one feel good, stay on that. The one that don't feel good, don't stay on it. I done told myself some good shit gonna happen to me today. No, I didn't fucking believe it was gonna happen. But still kept lying to myself. That shit made me feel worse, and worse. Boom. Momentum is transferred. You ever play That's My Car when you was a kid? That's my car. That's my car. As a kid, it get to the point where you don't give a fuck about what car it is. You just want to say your car better than the fucking last car they had. Really? Half the fucking cars, that's my car, we didn't know. If that bitch looked shinier or newer than the car you said, that's my car. We didn't know what shit. When I met my wife had a Range Rover HSE Sport. She said, meet me outside. I'm the one in the black Ford Explorer. What did you say it? You didn't know what a Range Rover was? I'm telling you. I know what the fuck happened. I know I walked up looking for a Ford Explorer and I said, this bitch got a Range Rover with peanut butter seats. You would never erase that out of my head. Now you can think what the fuck you think. You said Ford Explorer. Now, Range Rover and Explorer in your mind go together. I know you. But you said, come outside. I'm in the black Ford Explorer. So I said, Ford Explorer, okay, let me go out here. I'm looking around for a Ford Explorer, and you remember you was right in front of my fucking face. And what you say? Hey, right here. You remember that? You said, hey, right here, and all the guys that I was with looked at me and said, girl, who that bitch? Sitting in a fucking HSE Sport Range Rover with peanut butter seats. She thought the bitch was a Ford Explorer. I never forget that moment. I said, struck lightning. This bitch got good credit. I'm going to get me some in her name. And I did.
You gave her your name.
Goddamn right. But this is the thing. When you say that's my car, are you really caring about the car that you want? Or are you just trying to beat the next motherfucker in the game of that's my car? Are you really wanting what you want out of life? Or are you just trying to out-manifest your sister or your cousin? Or you want to be the one in the family that got this, that, and the other? Do you really want what you want out of life? The last thing I can say is this. You ever seen a pool stick, shooting pool? My uncle taught me how to shoot pool earlier. And they got, you shoot pool, no cash?
A little something. I ain't that good. I ain't
Okay,
no
I'm about to
sharp.
say, we're going to have to shoot pool. My uncle taught me how to shoot pool. And there's some things on pool called English. That means a pool game of billiards is designed to say, I'm going to take this stick and hit this white ball hard. Now, the energy that I put in the white ball hits the other ball and are transferred. That's momentum being transferred from a white ball to all the other balls. They call that the break when you hit all of them at one time, bam, and all of them scatter all over the table. You see that? Mm-hmm. What happens is the energy from the white ball, all that kinetic energy hits the other ball, another ball hits another ball, and they spread everywhere. Now, pool is designed by two things, angles and how hard you hit the ball. There's something called English you can put on the ball, meaning I can hit this fucking ball as hard as I fucking want to knock a ball into another ball hard as I want to. But English determines what the cue ball does after it hits the ball. So this is what the new lesson, you gotta work on your goddamn English. Sometime you're gonna be the one giving the momentum. And just because you got the momentum don't mean it's right. It's the English. So say, for example, in order to not scratch, which means take my white ball and hit another ball, and if my white ball goes into the hole, I fucked up. The next person shoots. So English, bottom English says this. Bottom English hits the cue ball hard as shit or soft as shit on the bottom. It gives the ball a back spin. So when that ball is rolling forward, back spinning, when it hit the other ball, it hits it and transfers the energy just as hard, but it keep back spinning. And it can bring it back to me. So my English can bring that bitch back to me bottom left this way. I might need to bring a ball back to me around a ball. Y'all remember Magnum PI as kids? Or Miami Vice? Whenever them Ferraris would pull up, they running with so much power. And the horsepower, when they pull up, the wheels look like they're turning backwards. And then when it slow down, you see the wheels look like it's turning back forward. That's how a cue ball will do. You can put bottom English on a ball, back, and because there's friction on the pool table, the ball will spin backwards and go forward. But after a while, it'll just start going back forward. The point is this. You have to control when you touch somebody. You can push a motherfucker too hard and fuck their life up. You can not push a motherfucker hard enough. You got to put the right English on them. You might need to goddamn give a jewel to your family and get the fuck out of there. Put that bottom English on it. Come on back out of there. Now, you want to put the top English on it and talk to your family and sit down and want to convince them and talk to them a long time. They ain't getting this shit. Put the bottom on the English. Bop, there go that energy. Ooh, let me back up out of there. That's how you might have to do a situation. But we don't look at stuff like that. We want to sit in there with them. And before you know it, they done changed our fucking momentum. It happens all the time. You come in the house mad, such and such going on. Somebody say, what the hell wrong with you? Such and such. They say, well, look, let me tell you what John Boy did today. They say, I don't want to hear about John Boy. Why? Because that motherfucker crazy and I don't want to laugh. I'm mad right now. Don't tell me about that. You're going to make me laugh. You're going to change my momentum. I want to be pink right now. You're going to make me green. Don't make me laugh right now, motherfucker. I want to be mad. I want to be depressed. I want to be angry. I want to be sad. At the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you better do everything you can to control your momentum. Because right now, it's about momentum. You know what static electricity is? Momentum. 1 minute and I'm done. When you walk in the house on a carpet, your feet are gathering negative electrons. The more electrons your body gather, the more you can transfer. If I reach out and touch kNOWCASH, it's not about who's the strongest. It's about who's been walking on the carpet the longest, who's been rubbing their feet the longest. If I have more electrons than him, mine will transfer to him and he will be shocked. Psst. That's why they tell you when you read the gas pump, it said, rub your hand on the car before you pump your gas. It's saying deactivate your static electricity that has been built up from your feet on that carpet in the car. See, that ain't no, you see that?
Yeah.
That ain't no, that's plain shit. Go next time you go to the gas pump, watch it say, rub your hand to erase your static electricity. You sit in the car with your feet on that carpet, it's transferring electrons. So if you don't do it, if you don't touch something the right way, what can happen? You open that gas cap, that gas fumes, you touch that bitch, static spark, and you blow the fuck up. That's what happens with people when they blow up. See that right there? I ain't had to go to space to learn that. Practical, common sense fucking science. You better be the one transferring the fucking energy when you bump and collide with these people in life. Let them rub off on you. That's kind of when they say spirits transfer. That's all that is. Chris, wrap this motherfucker up. Y'all be good, man.
Oh. Go on back up here. We're going to close this out, man. I like what's going on. We're going to be letting him come in a lot more on the channel and explain to y'all about bears and the bubbles. Listen, man, y'all give it up for Mr. Javon M. Clark.
Go back, subscribe to my page. There are playlists with the foundations course. This is not just cursing. This is not just yelling. It's not screaming. It's real practical life. It's real science. It's the knowledge of the Bible, the Quran.
It helped me get my life back on track so much so we're about to connect this thing together and possibly create an app for y'all to get y'all life right too. Once again, it's the homie KNOWCASH signing off with a big tenfold. Over and out. Peace and love. We holla.
I look good on that camera today, man. What's up?